Hey everybody. So I am doing a before shot here of an edge feather. So this is the before take, before I start cutting. So as you can see, right now, it is fairly easy to look right into this woods. It is pretty close canopy. I have a hinge cut bedding area right there, but there's no protection from the hinge cut bedding area to the food plot as far as a visual screen. So I will be creating a visual screen. Because look, if you're sitting back here, get to the edge of the hinge cut, you can see right out. That's not good. That's not what we want. And you can see the whole food plot. So I'm going to start knocking trees down and try to create that soft edge here, to create that visual barrier so that the deer cannot see out of the woods. And it does two things for us. One, it screens our access. We got a stand, box stand right there, bow stand down there, so it'll screen our access. I do have a row of switchgrass too that's going to be coming there this year. Frost seeded that. Two, it'll force the buckstaff to come and actually come out to the food plot and check if there are does out there, rather than just be able to sit back in the timber and be able to visually see what's on the food plot. So this is what I'll be cutting. It's pretty much all ironwood, so I'm not going to be hinging them. There are a few birch. Birch are, according to our forester, kind of a dying species, at least around here. So I'm actually just going to be freeing up a few nice birch trees and then hinging the rest. I've never hinged a birch, but I've known guys that do it, and they say it's possible, so I'm going to try that. If they die, they die. That's fine. I'll still release the good straight trees. But everything else is pretty much all ironwoods, and they're just going to get dropped. So I'm literally going to just try to make basically a wall right here, and then anything that is hingeable, I'm going to hinge back onto the wall. And then I'm going to leave a dead area right in here for deer that want to cruise up and down that edge. So then we can intercept them in our bow stand just a little ways down there, in case they're the mature bucks don't tend to love to go straight on the food plots. So if we leave this as a cruising trail right here, hopefully we can pick them off when they go by the stand down that way. But yeah, this is the before shot, so we'll see what I can get done today. If I don't get it done today, I'll shoot the aftermath video another day. All right, I'm not quite done, but done for today. Now I'm looking out towards the food plot again, just like I did earlier in the video, and as you can see, you cannot see it. The box stand we have overlooking this food plot is right up there, and the food plot's right out there, but you can't see it. That's called edge feathering. So I did a good hard cut there. I got the side-by-side right there. I can just barely see the hood. Hinged some trees, cut others off. A lot of it will die, but now the sunlight is pouring in there, so it is not going to take long for the undergrowth to blow up. There'll be like raspberry brambles, a bunch of early successional trees, probably a lot of maple. I saw some young oaks in there that I released. Yeah, it's going to get nice and thick on that edge. So what we're going to have there is edge, so our screen, and then we have a travel transition area, and then back this direction will be bedding. So, and I'm going to add a lot of bedding that way, and we'll have the edge will go all the way that way, the edge feathering. So this is an older hinge cut area. You can see a lot of the trees are dead because I hinged ironwood, and ironwood do not hinge well. so I don't really hinge them anymore. I hinged a few in here just to kind of prop up the edge and then drop other trees on top of them. But yeah, here this was the first ever hinge cut I made, and I just I didn't cut enough trees. If you look up, there's still way too much canopy. And I hinged ironwoods, which I just don't do anymore. I just knock them down. One benefit though is that the ironwoods are caging the undergrowth. So this stuff should start actually poking through these dead trees this summer and give some good cover and some new growth that the deer can nip at if they can reach it. So, but you can see, I mean, it's growing up here, and once we get these big trees out of here, it's really going to blow up. So, but yeah, that was the project today, is to feather the edge. And I wanted to leave this area relatively open. It'll probably thicken once we get those big trees out of here with logging, whenever that's going to happen. But for now, I wanted to have that nice screen over there so that we could get into our stand easier. We can screen off the bedding and force those bucks to potentially hit the food plot a little bit earlier. So I will probably do this around a good chunk of this woods. You can never have enough screening. That just gives you a little bit more leniency if you have sloppy hunting practices. I mean, we're trying to get better, but the more screening you have, the more you can get away with. So there it is. That is the new edge. You can see over top, right out there is a food plot. I didn't quite have enough trees right there because that big oak was shading out the undergrowth, so not a lot growing right there, but it's pretty cool. It's a cool little edge. Once later this summer, I'll come back and make sure we have a nice clear trail kind of working right along the end. I might hinge a few trees over onto what I already have done on this edge, just to kind of stack maybe a little bit of doe bedding right on the edge. Try to leave the further back areas for maybe some buck bedding. I don't know if this woods is big enough to get bucks to bed in it, but definitely already have does bedding in it. So look at all that sunlight. She was all canopied out, now she's wide open here. So yeah, it was a few hours worth of work, but worth it. We'll finish it up another day. All right, hope you all have a great day. Take care. God bless.